Hey, what is up internet? Kyle here, Slapshot Toys. It is officially 2019, and with the new year, you get all sorts of fun things. You get New Year's resolutions, you get diets, you get gym memberships, you get top 10 best of 2018 videos, and that is exactly what I'm doing today. Today we're going to be taking a look at my personal list for the top 10 hot toys of 2018. So 2018 has given us a ton of amazing collectibles. That's predominantly what I collect. That's all I'm going to include in this list is nothing but Hot Toys. I collect some other lines, but nothing nearly as much as Hot Toys. But yeah, there were some amazing collectibles that Hot Toys put out. I cannot wait to show you my picks for my top 10 of 2018. So let's get that started. Here's number 10. Coming in at number 10, we have the Hot Toys Arkham Knight Future Knight version of Batman. This figure is amazing. The normal Arkham Knight Batman was actually, I believe, number 3 for my 2017. I love this figure. I love all the armor details. I love the textures of the suit. I freaking love this black and red color scheme. The way that it just kind of pops and where they put the glossy paint and everything, this thing just looks amazing. I know I'm gushing over it and I put it at number 10, and the reason that I put it at number 10, even though I like it a lot more than number 10, is because it is nothing more than a repaint. This is the exact same figure that we got with the Arkham Knight Batman, just with a different color scheme. The only accessory that was even added was this one Batarang. That was it. Everything else was the exact same. So as much as I love this figure, and honestly, if it would have been a standalone figure, if it would have been something a little bit different, it would have been much higher on my list. But I am going to put this at number 10 just because it is just a repaint. Coming in at number 9 is the Tech Suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. I absolutely love this design of this suit. In the movie, I thought it looked phenomenal. I thought Hot Toys did a fantastic job getting all the textures and especially this coloring. I mean, this blue and red just pop so incredibly well against one another. I think it looks fantastic. And like I said, just the texture on this suit is amazing. The reason it is number 9 is because of the posability. The suit just warps and kind of damages a little bit too easy. You really can't keep him in really dynamic poses like you would like to with a Spider-Man figure. And because of that, and because of some of the cloth soft goods that they use, especially kind of around the eyes and things like that, I feel like every time I change out the eyes that I'm actually going to damage the suit. So there are a few little things I'm not crazy about with this figure, but overall I really like it. I think it's a wonderful representation of Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming, and because of that, I am putting it at my number 9 of 2018. Coming in at number 8, we have Boba Fett from The Empire Strikes Back. Boba Fett is one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and it was actually one of the few Hot Toys I was missing from my Star Wars collection. So as soon as this guy went up for pre-order, I instantly pre-ordered him, and I do believe he was originally slated for 2019, but they bumped him up like almost 6 months early, so we actually got him in 2018, and he definitely does not disappoint. Everything from the armor detailing to, I mean, this amazing helmet, just to the accessories that he comes with, the posability. He was super simple to get into, just a kind of nice kind of holstering the gun across his chest pose. Everything just from like the soft goods on the cape to the rocket pack, everything about this figure just screams Boba Fett. This is one of the figures, probably him and Kylo Ren are probably the two, and probably Darth Vader as well, are the 3 that I really, as soon as I walk into my office and look at my Star Wars display, that I instantly go to, and this is just an amazing piece to have, and that is why I have it at number 8. Coming in at number 7, we have the Arkham Knight from the Batman Arkham Knight video game. And honestly, this was a figure that I really wasn't all that interested in right when it was first announced. I was collecting the Arkham Knight Batman figures, but I wasn't necessarily collecting the villains. And this was one villain where I really liked it. I didn't feel like I had to have it in my collection. But once I started seeing like images coming out from in hand and different videos, and we actually went to a store up in Kokomo, Indiana that had him in a display, and this thing just looked absolutely stunning, and it really kind of re-triggered my love for the Arkham Knight series, and definitely got me into wanting to collect the entire line, not just the Batman. And this figure is just stunning. Everything from this amazing helmet, you do get the red hood version as well. Just I'm a sucker for armor plating any character from the Batman universe. So just like all this detail, all this armor, just all the accessories, the grenades, the guns. You do get some light up features there in the eyes. There's just so much going on with this figure. It shows how much detail that Hot Toys puts into their figures and why they are the epitome of high-end collectibles. Just the amount of detail that they put in this guy. This is one piece that I always look at when I come down to my Batman collection. I absolutely love it, and that's why it's at number 7. Coming in at number 6, we have Gladiator Thor. Now, this is the only Thor figure that I actually have in my collection, and I really wanted one Thor just that really kind of stood out, and just everything with the Ragnarok film. I loved it so much. I love the styling of like his armor in that movie, like how kind of colorful and just how many accessories and everything he had from it. And it was just a really fun movie. So this was definitely the version of Thor that I wanted to have in my collection. And once the actual figure came, it definitely did not disappoint. Everything from the detail on the armor to the bright colors, just all the details that Hot Toys could have nailed, they definitely did. The face sculpt looks amazing. I love all the accessories that it comes with. Originally, I didn't think that I would have him kind of holding the shield and this kind of bat club thing. I thought I'd have him hold the 2 swords, but once I actually got him kind of all done up in the armor with the helmet and the bat and the shield, it just looks so cool on my shelf. This is just one figure I am so happy that I picked up. He just looks absolutely stunning, and once again, this is just a testament to how much detail and just how much care Hot Toys really does put into their figures. This thing is just, I love him. He's a fantastic figure, and if it wasn't for so many awesome figures that came out in 2018, he definitely would have been higher up on my list, but he does come in at number 6. We have another figure that was actually not slated until 2019 release, but it actually came early in 2018, and that is from Infinity War, and that is Iron Spider. I love this figure. I love the suit design. The amount of detail that Hot Toys was able to get into this guy is amazing. You get this wonderful rubberized suit. You get all this texture throughout it. You get all this kind of line work and all the different colors. I mean, everything just pops so well on this figure, and as you can see in the lights, like there's just this amazing kind of metallic shine to him that really makes it look like armor. And I mean, just from the light up features to the eyes, and actually let me go ahead and turn those on. And I love the, as I just decapitate Spider-Man, I love the use of the magnets here. I think it is so ingenious because you're not wearing and tearing on joints like that just by pulling them off like that, and it just works so incredibly well. I think that's one really cool feature. And then the thing that puts this figure over the top is the arms. I mean, these things look amazing. They're all articulated, they're detailed beautifully, and it just makes the figure stand out in the collection that much more. We've had people over that just immediately look at this one, and the first thing they say is, wow, that is amazing, and it's always towards this Spider-Man, and it's just one amazing piece. I'm so happy it came out in 2018, and I was able to put it in my top 10, and that's why it's number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have yet another figure that was released early in 2018, and that is the Infinity War Captain America. Now, I will be honest with you, and if you watch my review, you guys know this, I was a little bit worried about this figure because I thought it was going to be a little bit too close to the Civil War version of Captain America. But Hot Toys honestly just nailed this. Everything from the immaculate face sculpt to the battle damage here. I think this is probably, like, we collect Hot Toys because we want to see all the little details and things like that. And I think this figure really shows that off so incredibly well, because you just get these little details like the little kind of battle damage here throughout the chest where you can actually see the armor plating underneath. And just, I mean, the texture on the suit, you get these amazing Wakanda shields. I mean, just everything about this figure just looks amazing. It's real kind of dirty and gritty, and it just, it looks wonderful. And it stands out so well against the Civil War cap that I have back there that I don't know why I was worried at all, because it just is such an immaculate figure. Yeah, I can't stop talking about it just because of how amazing it was, and the accessories that it came with were amazing. I did get the movie promo edition, which does come with a couple extra accessories, but yeah, even the normal version, this figure just looks amazing, and that is why I put him at number 4. Coming in at number 3, this may be where I lose some people, but my personal number 3 of 2018 is the homemade suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. The reason I have this at number 3 is because of the posability of this figure and the detail, because this is a Hot Toy. They did not skimp on any of the details or anything like that, but this is still one of the most posable Spider-Man figures I have ever seen. And I know I don't have him in a very dynamic pose right now, but I usually have him in my detolf actually upside down and hanging off the walls, and it's just so much fun to get him in amazing poses, and it's so easy to get him in poses, and you're not going to damage the suit, you're not going to break anything. It's just absolutely wonderful. And honestly, right now I have him just kind of pose like this because I have two other Spider-Men with their mask on, so I just wanted to kind of show off this amazing Tom Holland face sculpt here. And I mean, the accessories, the suit, the face sculpt for the unmasked, the masked version looks amazing as well. I love this figure. It is so much fun to mess around with. This is probably the one I take out of my case and repose the most, definitely this past year, and that is why I had to put him as high as I did. I love this figure. It's one of my favorite. I mean, as cool as a tech suit and the Iron Spider suit is, there's something amazing about this homemade suit that I absolutely love, and I had to put him in my top 3, so he is number 3. Coming in at number 2, we have this giant behemoth sitting next to me, and this, of course, is Gladiator Hulk. Much like Gladiator Thor, I wanted to get this because I wanted at least one Hulk represented in my Hot Toys collection. This version of Hulk was so unique, so colorful, just so kind of amazing with like all the armor, all the accessories. Like, it was just so unique that I had to have this version of Hulk in my collection. And so I pre-ordered him as soon as I could, and honestly, this thing does not disappoint. Just the wow factor of the size of him alone is unreal. As soon as I took him out of the box, I mean, the box came with a freaking handle on it. That's how big and heavy this guy is. And I mean, just all the details from the actual like fur up there in the mohawk to just this amazing helmet, this amazing face sculpt with him screaming. You get all the details of like the paint and everything all throughout his arms. You get all this battle damage all throughout the armor. I mean, this thing just looks unreal. And once again, this just stands out in my collection. This is another one that people immediately gravitate to and just talk about how amazing he is. And yeah, outside of maybe the knee joints, that is probably the only flaw I see in this figure. I absolutely love it. It's unbelievable. One of the best purchases I made of 2018. And yeah, this is that is why he's number 2. And coming in at the coveted number 1 spot, we have the Joker from Arkham Asylum. And I know there's probably a lot of people already disagreeing with me, and that's okay because this is my personal opinion. This isn't fact or anything like that. This is just what I personally thought was my favorite figure of 2018. So you don't have to agree with me. It's not a big deal. But my number 1 pick is this Joker from Arkham Asylum. Batman obviously is my favorite character. It is the character that I collect the most of. And Joker is probably my favorite villain from that universe. And as much as I love the Asylum Arkham games, the whole series, I love the portrayal of Joker in that series. And as soon as this went up on Sideshow's site, I pre-ordered it because I really, really wanted a more comic kind of looking version of Joker. Like, I love the movie ones and things like that, but I really wanted something that like gave it more of like the, I don't know, like the Joker of a comic book look, and that's exactly what I got with this figure, and that's why I love it so much. The detailing in the tailored suit just looks amazing. He is so easy to get into poses. I mean, I got him in this like really kind of sinister, hiding something behind his back with a gun up pose. I mean, the face looks amazing. Just everything from like the giant chin to all of like the wrinkles in the like the smile marks and like in his brow. He just looks so sinister, so evil. I love it. Like the green in the hair, just everything about this thing. I love this figure. And once again, it's one that I get a lot of compliments on. A lot of people look at it, and honestly, when I come down to my collection, it's probably one of the ones I'm always looking at. And probably outside of the homemade suit Spider-Man, this is the other one that I pose around a freaking ton, just because he's so easy to pose. The suit flows really well with everything, and he just, I'm not going to damage anything, I'm not going to break anything. It's just a wonderful representation of the Joker. It's fun to mess around with. Like, to me, that's what Hot Toys should be. They should be these collectibles that, yeah, they're worth some money and things like that, but we should be able to pose them. We should be able to make them look how we want. I mean, that's the reason we buy them over statues and things like that. And this figure just delivered on every aspect for me, and I absolutely love it. I thought Hot Toys absolutely nailed this figure, and that is why I put this Joker number 1 overall. All right, so that is going to do it for my top 10 Hot Toys of 2018. It was a lot of fun putting this list together. I mean, like I said at the beginning of this video, 2018 was an amazing year for collectors. I mean, not just Hot Toys, but I mean, so many lines were firing on all cylinders and putting out some amazing stuff that we could add to our collections. And I'm sure 2019 is only going to be that much better. So I'm super excited to see what comes out this year and what I can add to my collection. I mean, it seems like there's going to be some amazing stuff. Not only that, but just getting to know a lot of collectors and building some friendships. Like, this has just been an amazing year for collecting in general. So I'm extremely grateful for all that. I hope everyone out there had a fantastic 2018, and I hope your 2019 is even better. So yeah, so once again, this was super fun to put together. I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know what your guys' top 10 Hot Toys, they didn't be Hot Toys, just what your top 10 action figures of 2018 was. I'd love to hear from you guys. Just put those down in the comments. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys are watching them. I got some cool stuff coming up, including a collection tour video that I should be doing here in the next couple of days, so be on the lookout for that. Have another Batman figure that's coming, I believe, Monday. So that full review should be up here shortly. So yeah, so a lot going on right now. Maybe a couple of toy hunts. But other than that, I think that should be it for tonight. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.